Okay, welcome to the Sports Talk with kerry wehmeyer show for Saturday, August 29th, 2020. We're going to be going over today's news headlines. Once again, today's commemorates the 15th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, the day we'll never forget here in the New Orleans area. So we are doing a show today. So rest in peace, all 164 people that died up in here in St. Bernard Parish, and also the 2,000 plus people that died in New Orleans getting out. So once again, our thoughts and prayers go out to those people. So once again, let's begin with today's news headlines. So thanks for joining us. Get this off the screen. So let's begin on switching, sending over links, video chat links. If you want to come in video chat with us. So we are live today. Send this over. That's sent over. So we have that sent over. Okay, Facebook. We'll go over to the Facebook side, and we'll send over to Facebook as well. So also, it's on Facebook. The links are on Facebook, YouTube, and we'll put one on Twitter as well. So we'll go ahead and put one on Twitter. So we'll set that up for you. Okay, Twitter as well. So everything's on Twitter, Facebook. Let's begin with today's news headlines. I'll switch this over to the score.com. Get this, and we'll see what else we can do. Okay, let's pull this up. Okay, Trailblazer. Cliff Robinson dies at 53 years old. So once again, our thoughts and condolences go out to Clifford Robinson's family. Once again, he did pass away at 53 years old. He played with UConn men's basketball. So he did play with the Portland Trailblazers back in. He was drafted in 1989. He was the sixth man of the year back in '93. Also, All-Star in 1994. Robinson had 8 seasons with the Trailblazers. He also played with the Suns, Pistons, Warriors, New Jersey. He was an 18-year veteran. He finished with 14 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 2.2 assists in 30 minutes in games. So once again, our thoughts and condolences go out to Clifford Robinson's family, passing away at age 53. So once again, thanks for pull us down, and we'll give you another news article. Okay, let me give you a news article, not a news article in. Put that in. Okay, Osaka, Naomi Osaka pulls out of the Western Southern Open. That's the young tennis star right there. She is pulled out. What reason? I don't know. She was injured and stuff like that. So she did defeat. Let's see. Ellis in her match. So once again, she does pull out. Naomi Osaka pulls out of the Western Southern Open. That's today. So once again, Dr. John B., thanks for coming in. We appreciate you coming in this morning. You're on Sports Talk. Okay, let's pull this up. I'll give you more news here on the score. I'm going to get this up on the screen. Okay, Nate McMillan was a victim of the Patriots' injuries and his own success. So um, Nate McMillan so far is a perfect coach. Yeah, so that's what they're saying in this article. So I'll be honest with you. Yeah, he was. He had some injuries that he had to deal with his team and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, he was the by far took that team to the playoffs. Um, those ratings right there were good against the Heat. He had a 103.9 rating that was on the offensive side. So I'll be honest with you. Look, he'll find another job somewhere with another team. So once again, this is from dscore.com. Go to dscore.com. That's dscore.com. Let's see what else we'll discuss. Okay, Astros and A's walk off the field. Chose not to play on Jackie Robinson Day. This is unfortunate that happened. But like I said, once again, they are doing this for, like I said, for the they did not play since August 25th due to postponement of Hurricane Laura. So they did not play. So the Astros and A's will not play tonight. This is from Julia Morales. That's one of the Twitter users. Jackie Robinson's Day was originally April 15th, but they delayed it due to coronavirus. So it was switched over to August 28th this year. So once again, A's and Astros walked off the field. That's unfortunate situation, but the truth of the matter is, what we know the reason. So once again, that's from dscore.com. Go to dscore.com. Okay, we'll see what else will pull us up. See what else we'll talk about on dscore. I'll go over to my share screen and we'll switch it in. Okay, athletes pay respect to the late Chadwick Bowman, Boseman. Chadwick Boseman, he was a pioneer with the Black Panthers. He died at the age of uh, 43, so he did die at the age. So this is the young man that had the Black Panthers. So I think it's not the young man. This is the young. These are the athletes and coaches that are chiming in for in remembrance of Chadwick Boseman. So once again, he did die of colon cancer. So once again, please keep that Chadwick Boseman's family in your thoughts and prayers. Okay, let's pull this up. Okay, Dolphins trade McMillan to the Raiders. That's Raqueen McMillan to the Las Vegas Raiders. So he is um, the Raiders will receive a fifth round pick in 2021. The Dolphins from the Dolphins. So um, Miami's selection will be 54th. He was selected in a in 2017 draft. Um, he recorded 72 tackles in 13 games. So he played at least 12 games. So once again, Raqueen, Raqueen McMillan is going to be traded to the Raiders. So Tim, thanks for joining us. So once again, this is from bscore.com. Go to bscore.com. Let's go over to this. Lionel Messi. Let's see what's happening on this article. Okay, why Lionel Messi will have a hard time leaving Barcelona for free. That's what they're discussing. He wants to leave Barcelona to go to another team, so that's probably going to be difficult for him, for Lionel Messi. So I look at it this way: if he wants to leave, then get that he has that right. He has an absolute right, but unfortunately, Barcelona will kind of give him another contract or something like that. So once again, this is from dscore.com. Go to dscore.com. That's dscore.com. Okay, Mets went 4-3 yesterday. Reports Steve Cohen entering an exclusive negotiations to purchase the Mets, so he's probably going to be purchasing that team. He's going to enter into an exclusive negotiation, so looks like he will buy that team, the New York Mets. Cohen, 64, is a billionaire hedge fund manager. Um, his estimated net worth is $14.6 billion. So that's another. So hopefully he does buy him, but he's going to have to, like I said, get rid of the management that was there, because the management was absolutely garbage, to say the least. So once again, this is from dscore.com. Go to dscore.com. See what else we'll talk about. Okay, Carter Hart has aced the start to his playoff education. So this young individual, he started Game 6 of the Western Hockey League. So he was in the Western Hockey League, but he is a new. His save percentage has been 947. So I'll tell you what, this is a very good player right here for the this young player right here. So I'll be honest with you. Yep. These are the goalies right here. That's young. Hart is 22 years old. He's playing with the Flyers. His percentage is 935. So it was 917. Now it's 935. Other ones is Matt Murray with the Penguins. He had 11 games. He had a save percentage of 937. Brandon Holby with the Capitals, he had a percentage of 935. Also, Mark Andrew Flannery, Laurie, he had a save of 933. So I'll be honest with you, this guy personifies with this with these individuals. So once again, this is from Nick Ferris. Follow him at thescore.com. That's thescore.com. Okay, what else we'll talk about? Okay, President Obama encourages NBA players to continue the season. So I'll be honest with you, yeah, I think they should. Um, he is a basketball fan. So he's like I said, once again encouraging the players to continue. Um, what he's saying in his quotes, they discuss establishing social justice committee to ensure that players in the league action this week sustainable, meaningful engagement for criminal on criminal justice and police reform. So that's what they're amongst the players on the call was LeBron James and Chris Paul. Obama reportedly encouraged the players to use the um, remainder of the 2020 postseason to further attention to social justice, rather cancel the season. So I think that's good. With our former president is telling these NBA players to encourage to use this in a positive manner. Don't use this as a negative manner. So I think this is good advice from President Obama, former President Obama. So once again, this is from dscore.com. You go to dscore.com. Let's pull this up. Give you this update on this. Okay. Angels trade Stellar for um, Barreto. So he's going to be being traded. So Barreto will go to the Angels for Tommy LaStella. So Frankie um, Barreto will go to the Los Angeles Angels, and LaStella will go to the Oakland. LaStella was hitting 273, 371, and 475. His on base percentage and his slug percentage was 475. He had 4 home runs, 8 doubles, 15 walks. He struck out 7 times in 28 games. So that's also Barreto at 95 games. That was back in 2014. He was um, came with a deal with Josh Donaldson. So I'll be honest with you, this is a pretty good deal for getting these players from these two teams. So once again, this is from dscore.com. Go to dscore.com. Okay, let's see what else we'll talk about. Okay, looks like this is all the information. Let's go over to ESPN. We'll switch over to the ESPN side. I'll put the sound audios in. Okay, in the English FA Community Shield, Ariel up 1-0, 45 minutes plus 1, so 45 minutes plus 1. So they're up 1-0. Ariel on top of Liverpool. Okay, let's see. Looks like we got more. Let's see what else we'll talk about. Okay, um, Ryan Fitzpatrick misses Miami Dolphins scrimmage after mom's death. So once again, please keep Ryan Fitzpatrick family in your thoughts and prayers, because his mother passed away. So that's like I said, that's hard. If you when you lose a mom and stuff like that. So once again, keep Ryan Fitzpatrick's family in your thoughts and prayers. So once again, this is from ESPN. So let's see what else we'll talk about here. Okay, let's pull this up. Okay, what we know and don't know as NBA playoffs restart. So today the games will resume. We will have the Lakers and Trailblazers on Sportscaster. That'll be later on this evening at after 8 p.m. So we will have that game for you. Um, um, so that's what you know and what you don't know, what's going on after the suspended season due to the coronavirus. This is what they're talking about. So I'm glad that the playoffs will resume tonight because look, they had 2 nights to think about what they're doing and stuff like that. So I think it's a great thing that they do return. Because look, you can't, like I said, don't cancel the season because look, um, that's going to let these people that's doing the social injustice a victory, and don't do that. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, the games will be today. Magic and Bucks that will begin at 2:30. We'll have the Lakers and Trailblazers that will begin at 8 p.m. That will be on TNT, and also Rockets and Thunder that will begin at 5:30. That'll be the second game of the triple header tonight. So let's see what else they're talking about. It looks like we ain't got much, so we'll switch over to another. We'll give you some high school football scores throughout the hour. Let's go ahead and give you some high school football scores. We'll switch over to High School Football of America. We'll switch over to give you some score updates. I'm going to give you some score updates in just a second. Okay, let's begin score updates. Let's go over to the state of Tennessee. State of Tennessee high school football going on right now. Okay, first at the half is Page on top of Seagal 10-7 at halftime. Trinity Christian, that's the game that's going on ESPN. They're up 7-0 in the first. Other games going on up in the state of Tennessee. Blackman taking on Ravenwood. That's at 12 noon Central. Also, just in a few moments, Highlands taking on Notre Dame Fighting Irish. That's not the actual college football team. That's another team in Tennessee. That's high school football. $1 taking on York Institute. That'll be at 6 p.m. Also, Dobrine Bennett taking on Oak Ridge. That'll be at 6 p.m. Also, Cloudland. Let's see. Let's look at that. Cloudland taking on Happy Valley. Also, Single Mountain taking on Hitson. Gordonsville taking on Smith County. Knoxville Catholic taking on Corbin. Cumberland County taking on White County. Also, Eaglesville taking on Cornersville. That's going to be that's a postponement. So that's in high school football in the state of Tennessee. We'll see what's happening in the state of let's see, state of let's go up to Ohio. See what's happening in the state of Ohio and high school football in the state of Ohio. Games going on this morning. Worcester on top of Madison 21-7 in the third quarter. Also, River on top of Bel Air 7-0. Other games, Archibald wins 24-2 over Bryan. Marlin defeats Alliance 21-18. Also, other games going on. Dansbury taking on St. Mary's. Norton taking on Ravenna. That's be at noon, so it'd be noon up in Ohio. Field taking on Woodbridge. Also, Grand Valley and Connet. So this game's going on in the state of Ohio, high school football. Here in the 11 o'clock hours, here in the okay, let's give you some scores from the state of Arkansas. State of Arkansas games going on here on a Saturday. So it looks like no games going on. That's from last night's football games up in state of Arkansas. So once again, this is from Score Stream and also High School Football America. Follow them at High School Football America. Let's go over to the local headlines here in New Orleans. Okay. Sports among COVID-19 insert and with the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. As you know, today is the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. That happened 15 years ago today. So they're talking about this article here in the Crescent City Sports. So, like I said, see the Saints. To be honest with you, the Saints had to, like I said, when they had to evacuate, they had to go all over the country. They thought this team was going to go to San Antonio, but Tom Benson was absolutely 99% going to keep this team here in New Orleans. So that was post Katrina. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Go to crescentcitysports.com. Put this up on the screen. Okay, LSU Atlanta 2021. Nathaniel Wiggins commits to LSU, so that's a good commitment. Another commitment to the Tigers. He's 6'2", 175. Wiggins tables will take the Tigers over Florida, Southern Cal, Oregon, and many other Power 5 schools. So he is the 17th commitment coming in for the 2021 class. So once again, Super Sam, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in this morning. Okay, new starter at linebacker, critical to the success of LSU's defense. Yes, absolutely. LSU last year recorded 33 sacks, 18.5 of those graduated. LSU also recorded 56 tackles, so the defense is going to be paramount this year. The linebacker core is stacked. I think it's going to be a good, even better this year with Coach Bo Pelini coming back to LSU. So I think it's going to help this team this year. So in a long run. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Go to crescentcitysports.com. Okay, let's talk about the Tulane Green Wave running backs position. This is a position preview. We'll go over the running backs that Tulane has. The Tulane running back core, I think we're going to be strong this year on the running back core. I absolutely think we're going to be strong this year because what? Sure, we lost um, Corey Dauphine. We did lose Corey Dauphine, but we're going to rebuild this running back core, so it's going to be sufficient this year. So the unit, this is what we're talking about. It has one senior, one junior, two sophomores, and two freshmen. Um, Tulane returns 56% of its running backs from last year's squad. Amari Jones, that's another guy I want to see have a breakout year. Amari Jones. Amari Jones had 22 carries last year. He averaged 6.1. So I'll be honest with you, that's something right there I'm going to be looking forward to this year with Jones. Also, Jones had 367 yards receiving and also 141 yards. So he's an all-purpose person. Also, Tajay Spears is another individual I'm looking to see what's going to happen with this young man. He had 32 carries last year. He also averaged 6.0. So Spears and Jones, we will be those premier backs for the Green Wave. We'll be those absolute premier backs for the Green Wave this year. So I'll be honest with you. These are the notes. Last year, Tulane averaged 3,162 yards and also 243 yards a game, ranked 11th in the American Conference, that and also nationally in second. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with this running back core this year with the Green Wave. I'm hoping for bigger and better things out of this running back core because this running back core will be absolutely strong foundations. So I'm kind of looking at the future for this team. I mean, sure, we got games this year and stuff like that, but we're definitely looking forward to what's to come for this Tulane offense. So once again, this is the running backs preview. Follow Tom Sinker. I'm trying to think his thing. Follow him at Crescent City Sports. He puts out good information. Okay, this came out a couple of days ago. Shoe found drop on Wade. LSU basketball is in permissible payments. So this is what while football deals with its own issues. So this is not going away anytime soon. Hopefully, this is not true. I know they're picking on Will Wade. I think they are. To be honest with you, I think they're picking on him. Just to get a story and stuff like that. So that's my opinion on that. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Go to Crescent City Sports. Okay, majority of LSU's offensive line quarantined due to coronavirus's exposure. So that's unfortunate situation for the offensive line, but hopefully they will they'll have enough time to so we'll talk about the defensive line. We'll go ahead and give you those defensive line breakdown. I'll give you that in a second. So let me go over to this one, go back to the previous. Okay, we'll talk about the defensive line. This came out a couple of days ago. I'm gonna say this about the defensive line, and hopefully it'll get better this year. With the because last year they recorded 197 tackles, 8.5 sacks, also 19 tackles for loss in the 2019 season. Also, they have 13 returning starters, four freshmen on this big unit. Comprises of Cam Samples, DeAndre Williams, Patrick Johnson, Jeffrey Johnson. They're in their seniors seasons. Um, Patrick Johnson, I want to see more out of Patrick Johnson, making more impacts on this defensive line. That's what I want to see going out into this 2000 and looks like all sports talk. Isaac, yeah, I see him. Hey, what's up? Um, in 2019, the defensive line held opponents to just 39%. That's amazing. That's fourth in the American Conference. So I'll be honest with you, this defensive line is going to be tested this year. It's going to be tested. The first game will be on September 12th. That's going to be against South Alabama. And they're going to be tested again against Southern Miss. And once we get into American Conference play, it's all go. So we have to be on our toes um, come those games. So, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the defensive line is going to do this year for the Tulane defense. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Go to crescentcitysports.com. Okay, one more. We'll go one more article here. Okay, this came out a couple of days ago, August 25th. Saints poised to have the second best secondary ever. I think yes, sir. I think they're absolutely going to have the best secondary around um, because we're building this secondary up. We are building the secondary up to be a force to be reckoned with in the 2020 season. So, um, once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Go to crescentcitysports.com. That's crescentcitysports.com. We are busy. Okay. Once again, we'll switch over. Let's see what else we'll talk about. Okay, we'll go over some more high school football scores. I'm going to be going over more high school football updates. I'm going to be doing that in a second. We'll go over some more scores. Switch this over. Okay, games going on. One, two, three. Games from few games today. Let's give you those updates. Okay, give you some updates from the state of Indiana. Games going on right now. Let's give you those updates. This is from yesterday, so this is not today. Looks like we got games going on this afternoon. Whiteland taking on Gibson Southern. That'll be up and that'll be at 2 p.m. Xavier taking on Brownsburg. That'll be at 5 p.m. Also, so it looks like the same varsity football. Washington taking on Crawford County. That's will be at 6 p.m. Central Time in the Central Time Zone. Okay, we'll give you some South Dakota scores. I'll go ahead and give you some South Dakota high school football scores for today. Let's pull these up. Okay, these games going on. This is games at 6 p.m. Watertown taking on SF Lincoln. That's up in South Dakota. RC Central taking on Harrisburg. Roosevelt taking on Brandon Valley. That's up in South Dakota. No games going on in South Dakota. Okay, let's give you some Tennessee scores. I'll go back to the Tennessee score stream updates. Okay, once again, 16-14 Page on top of Segal. 14-7 Trinity Christian on top of Knoxville Catholic. So Knoxville Catholic down 14-7. That's in the second. So that's the games going on in the state of Tennessee right now, high school football in the state of Tennessee. Okay, we'll see what else. Let's go up to Iowa. We'll go to the Iowa score stream, see what's happening in that in those games right now. Let's give you those updates. Looks like one game going on up in Iowa. Devonsport West taking on Moline. So Moline, that will be at 7 p.m. So that's high school football updates. Once again, from High School Football America, please follow them at www.highschoolfootballamerica.com. And let's go over some more headlines on the Bang. Let's see what's happening on Bang. Okay, let's see. We went through all the information. Let's see. Let's go over to this. Looks like another trade rumor update. I'll give you those trade rumor updates in just a second. Okay, MLB trade rumors going on. White Sox and A's expected to land starters. Rays pursuing catchers, so they're looking for a catcher. So that's what they're looking for. These are the players. Looks like up for trade considerations. Kevin Gausman. He's a former LSU player. He has a 4.54 ERA, 48 strikeouts, 8 walks. So he's probably going to be considered in this trade. Christian Balquez is another guy is considered. So once again, the Rays and A's and White Sox is in trade talks right now. So once again, this is from RJ Anderson. Follow RJ Anderson at CBS Sports MLB coverage. That's CBS Sports MLB coverage. Okay, let's pull this up. We'll give you this information. Okay, Atlanta Falcons place Stephen Means on the reserve COVID-19 list, so he's going to be on that list. So Stephen Means will be added to that list. So this is from Zach Hood. Follow him at Falcons Report. That's Falcons Report. That talks about the Atlanta Falcons. He did play 8 games in 2018 Also missed 2019 season with Achilles injury, so he did turn 30 on. He will on September 16th. He was drafted in the 5th round of the 2013 NFL Draft by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So he is going to be placed on that list. That's the reserve list. So once again, this is from Zach Hood. Follow him at Falcon Report on SI. That's Falcon Report on SI. Okay, let's see what got here. Okay, let's pull this up. Okay, sources. NFL planning exclusive social justice content for week 1 of the season. This is from Jeremy Fowler. You can reach him at ESPN.com. So that's probably going to be coming down the pipeline. So that's from Jeremy Fowler. Came out at 10:35 Central Time here in the Central Time Zone. So I think they should have these racial these social issues and stuff like that. I think they should have this because, look, this is bringing attention to what's going on across the country with this racial stuff going on with the Jacob Blake shooting and stuff like that. So I think this is a good idea. To be honest with you, I really do. So once again, but people might not like it. But the truth of the matter is, we're going to have it. I'm sorry. It has to. This discussion has to continue. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. We'll play this video for you. Let me go ahead and play this for a few seconds. This clip.
How players will approach week 1 to shine a brighter light on racial injustice issues.
Well, Tony, I've spoken to many execs and players over the last few days, and most do not expect a protest of week 1, but it is a very fluid situation. Most locker rooms talk collectively. They didn't bring that up, but I know the Arizona Cardinals did. I spoke to a trusted veteran over there who told me, look, I'm not pushing to sit out week 1, but emotions are very raw right now, and some players might want to do that still in a few weeks. So we will continue those discussions and decide what's best as a team. At the very least, players expect a lot of demonstrations, maybe not just kneeling, but more actions plotted to be determined. The league has been involved. They have committed to the decals on the back of helmets recognizing victims of police brutality and racial injustice. They've committed to playing what's considered the Black National Anthem before games, but there could be more to come from the league as well as this situation develops. And so I've spoken to a lot of players, Tony, that are very fired up about doing more locally. Tight end with the Giants, Evan Ingram, told me, we need to be about accountability in law reform. When these things happen, there need to be consequences.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I think, to be honest with you, he has a point now. He absolutely has a point. So, look, they're going to have the Black National Anthem. They're definitely going to have that. And then they're going to have the National Anthem. I know people's not going to like that. I know people, if, like I said, if you don't want to listen to that national anthem, just go in the concourse and don't have to listen to it until the national anthem comes on. So that's my solution. Once again, this is from ESPN, ESPN.com. We'll switch this over and we'll see what else is going on. Okay, I just talked about him. Okay, let's pull this up. Okay, this is from BleacherReport.com. Go to Bleacher Report. I'm going to put this up on the screen in a second. Okay, Darius Slays apologized for joking about a police officer being assaulted. Look, be honest with you. Look, I know, to be honest with you, I know he did wrong, absolutely, doing wrong. But the truth of the matter is, look, you know, the right wing media is going to put this in a lot of context. They're going to say, oh, they want to do this and do that to police officers and stuff like that, blah 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 blah. That's what they're going to do. They're going to politicize this. That's one thing they're going to do. The right wing media, they're going to politicize this. They're not going to just sit there and just let this go by the wayside. They're going to just um, use this joking situation. Look, so hopefully he learns his lesson, Darius Slade. But um, yeah, because look, this is not going to get any easier. So once again, this is from Bleacher Report. Go to bleacherreport.com. Let's see what else we could talk about here. Let's go over to this. Share the screen on that. Okay, this is from gold.com. Real Salt Lake owner Hansen takes leave as MOS and NWSL investigate allegations of racist comments. So billionaire found himself in hot water after troubling racist comments. His name is Deloy Hansen. Deloy Hansen. He takes a leave of absence as he did make a racist statement um, um, regarding the shooting up in Wisconsin. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. This guy should have never, and I mean never, say any racist or comments. Should have never said this. Never. That's one thing he should have never done. But like I said, I don't feel a bit sorry for him. I really don't. So once again, this is from gold.com. You go to gold.com, talks about soccer and stuff like that. Very busy. I'm working. Okay, let's see what this young man, 247 Sports. I'm going to put this up on the screen. He lost his job. Like I said, I don't feel sorry for him. I really don't. I don't. I don't, Isaac. I don't. When you say something that's stupid, you got to understand. There's consequences. Okay. Once again, 3-star wide receiver Brody Breck fold for Hawkeyes for now, so he's going to be playing for that team. So looks like he is going to be committed to. So that's so once again, this is from Hawkeyes Insider. Go to Hawkeyes Insider on 247 Sports. Okay, let's see what else we'll talk about. Looks like okay, let's pull this up. Okay, reaction and parents comment from Big Ten protests outside of Ohio Stadium. This is from Adam Prescott. Follow him at Buckeyes Now. That's Buckeyes Now. Approximately 25 to 30 Buckeye parents gathered outside of the Ohio Stadium. That's home Ohio State. They are protesting the with the Big Ten canceling the season. Also, so this is what they're talking about. How you doing? Have a good day. All right. So we'll finish up. A crowd of more than 100 fans and media members gathered at the Horseshoe, listening to speeches from, like I said, these parents right here. Like I said, they have legitimate concerns. They have 100% legitimate concerns about what's happening. These young men, look, these young men's careers are going to be impacted by this COVID-19 situation. So hopefully we can get a resolution in place. They want to play on Thanksgiving Day, but I don't think that's going to happen. Look, you have teams that's in the Power Five that's going to be contending for playoff considerations. So I don't think this is going to work, to be honest with you. So once again, this is from Buckeyes Inside. Now go to Buckeyes Now. That's Buckeyes Now on SI. Let's see what else we'll talk about here. Scroll down to the. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to put this in. Gotta get rid of the ad blocker. Get it, disable your ad blocker. Disable your ad blocker because they're blocking you from getting in to the screen. Okay, column. This is for the Los Angeles Times. Follow them at the LATimes.com/sports section. Column, NHL players hope playoff protests is a real start towards battling racism. I hope it does. This is from Helen Elliott. You can follow her at the LA Times, whoever this guy is. So I'll be honest with you, yes. Now the NHL is another example of with the racism going on. So I think these protesters with all these major sports teams should go on. Because look, you got NHL, you got not many NHL players that are black in the NHL. So I look at it this way. If this is a start right here, this is a start of a change that's going to be coming. So once again, this is from the LA Times. Go to the LATimes.com. That's the LATimes.com. Okay, what else we'll talk about? We're going to scroll down. I'm scrolling down, see what else we can. Okay, Andre Iguodala, we'll see what he had to say. Okay, this is from CBS this morning. Andre Iguodala on NBA return. If we're on plan, it's going to shut us up. That's what he's saying in this article. The NBA does resume Saturday, so that's today. The vice president of the Players Association opened up to CBS this morning. This was the Saturday morning show. This was Dana Jacobson was the co-host talking about. So this is his this quote right here. We'll highlight it for you. It's what we'll highlight it. We want to take a step back. We want to regroup, and just like the refresh button. So I'll be honest with you. Andre Iguodala has a point right here. What he's saying. So once again, this is from CBS This Morning. Go to CBS This Morning. That's CBS This Morning. That's at cbsnews.com. Okay, let's put this in. This is from NBC Sports in Philadelphia. We'll give you those informations there. Okay, all 76ers, this is the one of their sites, reports on John Lucas interested in reuniting with the Philadelphia 76ers. So that's coming out. This is from Justin Grasso. You can follow him at Grasso. Justin Grasso, follow him at SI All 76ers, talking about John Lucas, reuniting with them. He began coaching in 1992. He was no stranger to Philadelphia. He led them to in 2 seasons. Started the 1994 season. After the 96 season wrapped up, Philly moved on. So it looks like he's probably going to be coming back. His record with as a coach is 173 wins and 258 losses. They went 8-34. That was back in 2002. So 8-34. So that was with Cleveland. So I look at it this way: if they do rehire him, I'm pretty sure it's going to have a long. He's going to have to rebuild that team back up to their winning performance. So once again, this is from all 76ers. See what else we'll talk about. We'll go over to the Twitter. So let's see if we got Twitter updates. I'm going to go get some Twitter updates. Let's scroll down. Okay, let's scroll down. This is inside look at Tulane Green Wave Athletics. This is how the Tulane the facilities have been upgraded. Yeoman Stadium with the new field. This is Yeoman Stadium with the new field. That's a nice little field right there. So nice little turf. This is what happened with Tulane. They did flat out. They had to rebuild their facilities. Churches Stadium, nice little. That's Churches Stadium. Also the Tulane weight rooms. It's a nice facility, and also the practice courts. So, like I said, once again, Tulane is rebuilding for the future. So these facilities means a lot to everybody here in the New Orleans area. Once again, this is from Tulane Green Wave. Follow them at 2 in Green Wave Athletics. Okay, on this day in 1998, Trey Edwards went off against top 5 Nebraska. This was Louisiana Tech's game. That was Trey Edwards. He had 405 receiving yards. That was back in 1998. So once again, this is from Louisiana Tech football. Follow them at LA Tech football. Donovan Mitchell chiming in. Just let them sit there and be mad because we aren't stopping. So I'm glad to see Donovan Mitchell chiming in. So that's a bunch of crap right there. Okay, the championship flag that was raised, that's just a few minutes ago. This from the Kansas City Chiefs. So 2019 Super Bowl champions. Adrian Wanowski put out something 33 minutes ago. Pistons finalized to hire executive Brian West. So that's came out just a few minutes ago. Follow Adrian Wanowski at Wojo ESPN. Okay, Coast football. This is Saturday motivations. That's Saturday motivations. Okay, Chris Womack, Coach Womack. Follow him at Coach C Womack. 12 hours of high school football on ESPN today. Stands are full, so I'm glad to see that. Once again, this is from Coach Womack. Follow him at Coach Chris C. Coach Chris Womack. Okay. Also, Sports Geeks. New post: Chicago Cubs and Cincinnati Reds. This is their picks. Let's show you their information. This is from the Sports Geeks. Go to the Sports Geeks. Okay, this is their information they just put out about the Cubs and Reds game today. The spread is 1.5 for the Reds. The money line is on the Reds. So also the total runs is will be under 6, 117, and over is 105. This is matchup Darnish and Trevor Bauer. Darnish will pitch today, and okay, they are taking the Cincinnati Reds and spotting the 105 in that game. So once again, this is from Jason Gray. Follow him at the Sports Geeks. That's thesportsgeeks.com for more information. Okay, what else we'll talk about? Okay, pull this up. Let's get this up on the screen. Okay, Russell Westbrook's back for Game 5. So Russell Westbrook. Also, Tulane University commemorating the 15th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina today. There is a lot of commemorations here in the city. Okay, Brett McMurphy put out North Carolina State, which paused athletic activities due to the coronavirus outbreak. It's September 12th game against at Virginia Tech to September 26th. So that game between Virginia Tech and North Carolina State will now begin on September 26th. College football is back. At 8 p.m., we'll have they'll have Central Arkansas and Austin Peay. Remember, the Southland Conference will not play until the spring semester, so that is going to be in the spring. So once again, this is a good game to look at. Two teams that went to the playoffs constantly. This is the FCS kickoff. Austin Prey and Stephen F. Austin. That's going to be probably going to be a good watch game tonight to start off the college football season. Okay, this is also from Randy Robin Fambro talking about what happened in Lake Charles. Lake Charles um, was devastated by Hurricane Laura, so this is some devastation right there. Also, reports Jason Peters wants more money. He will move to left tackle, so that's what they're talking about. Also, college football news has Georgia Southern previews. They have those previews. Real GM has Russell Westbrook playing against the Thunder tonight, so he will play. That's good news. Coming in, ESPN also. NBA World pays tribute to Cliff Robinson, the athlete, the player that did pass away at age 53. Okay, three-way tie in the AL Central with the White Sox, Twins, and Indians. So three-way tie for first in the AL Central. Lakers are playing tonight, so we will have that game for you. Lakers and Trailblazers tonight at 8 p.m. tonight. Okay, Alan Van Noot addresses previous comments. This is from TSN Sports. Go to TSN Sports. PGA Tour. This is a look-in right here, 12-second video. It's the worst golf shot ever. Also, at 2:30 Central today, 2:30 Central, the games will continue. Giannis recorded 4 straight games with 25 points and 10 rebounds. So this is these players that recorded 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. Russell Westbrook 5 times in 2017-18. LeBron James 2017. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar back in 1974. Oscar Robertson from 1962 to 63. So once again, Catholic League Sports, Coach Jay getting his team ready. This is Ursuline Volleyball. Follow them at UA Volleyball. Okay, this is from Robin Fambro talking about, once again, the 15th anniversary of Katrina. That's just what happened here in New Orleans and the Gulf Coast area, Formula One. This is Lewis Hampton. Okay, we'll give you some score updates before we leave. I'm going to go ahead and give you some score updates before we leave today. Give you some MLB score updates. Let's go ahead and do that. Switch the camera, switch the Okay, MLB score updates. In the top of the second, Yankees up 1-0. Mets are batting. Also, the Tigers and Twins, top of the second, no score, 2 outs in that inning. So the Twins are batting, top of the second. Bottom of the first, Braves and Phillies, no score. Phillies have a runner at second and no outs. Cardinals and Indians. Indians on top 1-0, bottom 1. No outs in that inning as well. That is going on. So that is, once again, let's switch over. Let's get out. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We'll be back later on this evening with the Lakers and Trailblazers. That will begin at 8 o'clock Central Time. So we'll be back on the air on Sportscaster tonight. So we will be with you later. Once again, please follow us at facebook.com/kerry.wehmeyer.75. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at TalkKerry, TalkKerry. Also, you can follow me on the YouTube channel that we will be here until Sunday. Then we'll go back to Twitter on Monday to begin the week. Follow us on the Twitter channel. Also, follow us on the Tumblr channel. That's on my blog and page at KLW7825. Also, follow us on the official flagship and play-by-play center for the games, whether it's LSU, Tulane, high school football. Follow us at sportscaster.com/KLW. That's my channel. Also, you can follow me at Twitch channel. That's KLW197825. Also, you can follow me on Sports Talk on Instagram. You can follow me at Sports Talk 2505. And also, you can Skype me anytime. The email address is the same, as well as the. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Saturday afternoon. It's supposed to rain. Please be careful out there. So so it will be back later.